Topic of today's video is overdramatic worldview, which doesn't sound that good, but you clicked on the title, so we are going through it. First of all, respect to you. You choose to watch this long, unedited video instead of all shorty clickbaits. So respect, you are a person with a top 1% attention span since you're watching videos like this. So why listen to me? This is me playing guitar. I went through Ukrainian war. Not most people know. I'm from Ukraine and I experienced the Ukrainian war myself, which is one of the toughest times in my life. To live some of the most happiest days recently. This is me playing guitar, like learning guitar actually. And also singing, which you don't want to hear. So the promise of today's video is by the end of this video, you will have a different perception of the reality and more understanding of your lizard brain. Let's start with the mindset. Is everything that bad? Is the world ruined? Are we going down? No. I don't know why people scroll there, but no, the answer is no. But what about war, violence, natural disaster, man-made disaster, corruption? What about it? Is that are we gonna die in that? We get more wars, more violence every single time? No. The war is there, the Ukrainian war is still there. Natural disaster will appear, but on the scale they're not that big. The world is constantly improving. And the reason behind this, because we are made to think that everything is bad. There is war, there is violence. If we focus on that thing, we think, oh no, go outside right now. How many people live in war? Is that safe in your country? Do you see corruption or natural disaster? No, everything is optimized. So how do you rewire your brain and how? And why, most importantly? Well, because the perception of this, it's our brain. Everything is in there. If you don't think about this stuff, you wouldn't see that the world is like this, because you don't live in that places, right? This is a natural disaster, some hurricane or whatever. You wouldn't see crisis. You wouldn't focus on it. This is why I hate news, for example. I don't watch news at all. But you can say, oh, but what if I think about it? What if I don't think about it, but it still happens? Is it really? Let's talk about this into rewiring your lizard brain. Basically, look at this image. There is a line and there is another line. Which line is longer? Well, my brain obviously says this one, but they're the same height. Look at this. Sorry, height. Length. Same, just this is rotated. Our brain thinks of this illusion as the truth, as this is longer, and it's not. And I found that I make stupid decisions to prevent me from disaster. Why? Because from hunter-gatherer era, we were made to do stupid decisions, to do quick decisions. The decisions we didn't thought through to prevent ourselves from a disaster. If you see a coyote going onto you, you don't need to think, oh, which way should I go? You just should run to save your own life. And this is the instinct that is in our brain just because we've been rewired through the multiple years of the experience people got. And the brain has changed. If you see the study, the brain was bigger or smaller. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not the professional in that. I just know that my thing is we're wired for this. So let's become intellectual here. So we're interested in gossip and dramatic stories, which used to be the only source of news and useful information. That's why people talk all the time, because there were no sources of information at the time. That's why people gossip. That's why people make dramatic stories. We crave sugar and fat, which used to be life-saving sources of energy when food was scarce. We have many instincts that used to be useful thousands of years ago, but we live in a very different world right now. Honestly, the way you think is the way the world is. The way you perceive the reality is the way you would think about the world. But we are actually improving. It's not that we are going down, We are actually progressing. Every year, life gets better. The technology appears, the food is everywhere, water is available and cheap. The freaking light at night. I remember the story when I went on the New Year's Eve in my city, and it was around 2 a.m. Everything is lit up. I felt like it was 6 p.m., like it was normal evening. It was very safe. 200 years ago, no lights. There was no lights. The streets were completely dark. And then, when they are dark, the crime came in. Now everything is lit up. The crime goes down because of it. The vast majority of population lives somewhere in between the income scale. Everyone makes money. Everyone can afford to have a house. Their kids go to school. Their children get vaccinated. People go abroad on holidays. Like, is that like we are going down, really? The world faces huge challenges like war, violence, and crime, but we made tremendous progress throughout those years. And the best part is, the negativity knowledge isn't based on the knowledge itself. It's not that you have some outdated facts or you just simply don't know. It's because of our stupid brain. Because we are seeing things like this line and we think, oh, this line is longer. No way it's not shorter than this one. But it's not. We're presented with facts and we are interpreting them in the wrong way. And that's because of the hunter-gatherer era. So my advice is about emotional control, the trauma, the emotions, because the instincts are like emotion. You feel dangerous, you run. You don't think about, oh, should I run, should I hide, should I whatever. You just do things because out of emotion, out of scarcity. World has changed. Think more logically. Describe the emotion and release the pain. The emotion you feel, describe it and just say it's okay. Get it out of you. That's how you see the world different. Even people with access to the latest information get the world wrong. And it's not because of the propaganda, evil-minded media, fake news, or wrong facts, because that's what I was thinking for the longest amount of time. I think people are watching news, that's why they're negative. News are made to be negative, you know. Negative headlines always get more clicks. It's because people just misinterpreted the things because of the emotion. Learn the emotional control. So this is the promise that has been done by the end of this video. You have the different perception of the reality. You know that the world is actually not going down, it's going up. And you should go up with it, because now your brain has upgraded, it's not lizard anymore. Now you think like a logical person. Congratulations and respect for watching this kind of full educational videos. You are a legend. You belong on this YouTube right there, prioritizing education. You are an amazing student. I don't have anything to sell you. Just subscribe. Goodbye.